Staying organized as a UGC creator can be a total game changer for your business and is one of the things that I'm personally trying to improve on this year as a creator myself. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create an organized Notion dashboard, which is inspired by my newest digital product, which is a comprehensive UGC Notion dashboard that will streamline your workflow and boost your productivity. I'm going to show you how to create 4 key components of the dashboard, including a daily to-do list to help you stay on track, quick links for instant access to your most used resources, a partnership tracker to easily manage brand collaborations, and a social media planner to keep your content organized and on schedule. Now, I know Notion can be really overwhelming, especially in the beginning, which is why I created this done for you dashboard, and I tried to make it as simple as possible without too many crazy bells and whistles to it. But if you want to create something similar for yourself, this video should definitely help. So let's get straight into it. So to start a brand new dashboard, you'll want to add a new page by clicking the plus button, and Notion will open up a brand new page, which literally looks like a blank page. Now, to set up the home page and give it some character, you can add a header image by hovering over the top part of the page and clicking Add Cover. From there, you can add an accompanying photo to suit the style of your dashboard by choosing either a Notion default photo, upload your own, or search on Unsplash, but this one will do for now. When the photo is uploaded, you can also adjust what part of the image is seen by repositioning it like so. In Notion, you can also add icons to your page, so when you see the page pop up on your main menu bar, you'll be able to identify that workspace really quickly. So you can add an icon simply by clicking Add Icon, and you can use an emoji, a black and white icon, or you can upload one from a third-party website. But this one will do for now. Lastly, you want to give your dashboard a name. You can call it the name of your brand or something like Dashboard or Creative Hub. Now that we have the basic setup out of the way, now we can focus on building out the dashboard. So to start, you'll want to establish whether you want everything in one big block with all your content in the middle of the page, or if you want to divide your page into several columns so you can see different sections of your dashboard side by side. But to replicate what I created in my UGC dashboard, which by the way, if you're interested in getting it for yourself, I have left a link in the description below for you. You will want to make it a 2-column layout. So to do this, simply press / or the question mark on your keyboard, start typing column and click 2 columns. Now you have 2 columns. To set up your quick links, you can do this in any way you wish, but the easiest way is to create a title for the links. So in the left column, you can name the section, for example, quick links, and you can turn it into a heading by double clicking and click turn into heading 2 or 3 or whatever you wish. From there, you can change the background of the heading by double clicking again and click the 3 dots and go to color and change to whatever color you would like. To start a new line, you will press the enter bar. Under your heading, you can quick link to things such as your social media or to maybe some templates that you might want to keep handy. So to firstly quick link to your socials, you will write something like Instagram, then you can double click it, you'll click the link button and link it to your Instagram. Now, if you want to make it more aesthetic, you can add something like a camera emoji by going to Emojipedia and copy and pasting the icon to that line by right clicking and doing the copy paste that way. Or you can use the keyboard shortcuts such as Command or Control C and Command or Control V, depending what kind of computer you have. Now, if you want to create a template or maybe a page that links out to another page within your main dashboard, you will simply give the page a name, something like hooks list, in case you want to have some hooks on hand when scripting. Then you will double click it, click the 3 dots, select page in, and find the dashboard you want to create the new page within. So since mine is Creative Hub, I'll click that one and a new page is now created. I can change the icon to make it more aesthetic by clicking this empty page icon and replace it. So now when I click hook list, it'll open to a new page where I can write down all of my top hooks that I can use for scripting. I can also make this page look more aesthetic with a cover photo as well, as we mentioned earlier. In the top left-hand corner, you'll see what's also known as a cookie, which is basically a trace of what steps you took to get to this page. So here you'll see that it says Creative Hub and then hooks list. Now, it's just really good to know in case you forget what page you're working from. Now that we have an idea of how to create a quick links menu, you'll just repeat those steps for any other links or pages that you would want to create. Moving on to your to-do list. So I'll show you 2 versions of how you can create this. The first one will be the same way as my UGC dashboard, and the second one will be a 5-day overview. I personally like to see just what I need to get done for the day, so this first method works really well for me. So first, you'll need to click into the second column that we created earlier and click / or the question mark key and type table view. A table like this will pop up. First, you want to give your table a title, so you can simply write daily to do, and then you can rename the first task column to task and start writing what you need to do for that day. For example, it might be script for brand 1, groceries, etc. To add a category which the tasks fall under, like home, general, or collab, you'll click the plus sign and add multi-select for your next column. When you click on it again, you can click edit property and add whatever categories you wish one by one. You can rename the column by clicking multi-select and renaming it here. Then when you click in your first row, there will be a drop-down selection to choose from to choose the category for that task. You can also add a due date by clicking the plus button again and select due date. This will then help you keep track of when the task needs to be due if it's longer than your daily tasks. Lastly, you can add a checkbox because of course it's so satisfying checking off tasks. So again, you will click the plus button and select checkbox. When the task is done, you will just check it off like this. The second way to create a to-do list is by using columns with daily labels. Now this method is perfect if you like to plan your tasks day by day. To start this one, you will type slash and start writing column, and you'll click the 5 columns for 5 days of the work week. Once you have your columns, you can label each column with the days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, and so on. Under each day, you can either slash and do a list or a slash and bullet list and add your task for that specific day. So for example, under Monday, you can write record UGC video, and under Tuesday, you can write edit and schedule posts, etc. Both methods are really great for different types of organization. So the table feature is perfect for long-term task tracking, while the daily columns are perfect for breaking down your week. If you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you always know when I drop another video. It's totally free and it really helps out the channel, but for now, let's get back into the video. Creating a partnership tracker in Notion will be somewhat similar to the table format that we did for the daily to-dos, but with different table properties and columns. So to start, you'll press slash and find table view and give it a title like partnership tracker. Your first column can be brand name, and then from there, it can be any specific information that you want to have on hand from the brand, such as maybe project status, a link to the brief, due date, deliverables, and the project rate and payment status. Now, these are the ones that I'd probably have just to at least start with. To create the status column, you will press the plus button, select status, create your drop-down options by clicking add options, such as maybe waiting on brief, waiting on contract, waiting on product, creation, editing, revision, awaiting payment, and paid, as a few examples. So this is what it could look like when you're finished. To link to the brief, you will need another column, and this one will be either files and media or URL. So if you go the files and media route, you'll be able to upload the document or embed it, which is really, really handy. Now to add an end date, you'll want to create another column, and this time from the drop-down, select date and rename it to due date. Here you'll be able to track the due date of all of your campaigns. Now to create a deliverables column to know what it is that you're actually creating for each brand, you will add another column and select the text property and rename it as maybe deliverables. This way you can type in what you need to deliver to the brand. So for example, a 130-second video in a 9:16 ratio. Now to keep track of your payment amounts, you can add yet another column and select the number property. To ensure the column shows the amount in dollars, you will need to edit the property by clicking it, selecting the number format, and then changing it to your desired currency. Then it will show on the table. This is a great way to see at a glance how much you're making with your partnerships. And lastly, you can add payment status by adding another column and creating a multi-select property or status property like we did earlier, and add in the information like unpaid, invoice sent, or paid, etc. There are honestly so many more things that you can do when it comes to keeping track of your partnerships and streamlining the process with things like templates, which I've actually created in my comprehensive UGC dashboard, which you'll find linked in the description below. There is honestly so much that I've included in there for you, from a gear list, shot list, hooks and call to actions list, email template, an invoice template, email signature template, UGC agreement, and so much more. Moving on to creating a social media planner. So this is a great way to keep all of your ideas in one place and always have a running list of ideas. For this setup, I'll also be using the table property for this example. So to start by clicking slash, selecting table view, and renaming the table to social media planner or short form content. In the next column, you can create a due date for when you wish to post by adding a new column with the date property and renaming to due date. Next to that, you can add the type of content that you're creating, whether it's next post, an Instagram reel, etc., by selecting the multi-select property in your next column. Here you can add all of the platforms that you're posting to. Now, once you've done that, you can add the status property next to it and fill in the options that you wish to include to remind you where you are in the content process, whether that's ideation, scripting, filming, editing, posting. And lastly, I like to include a content pillar column just so I know which content pillar this content falls under. To add, you will simply click multi-select in the next column and add your content pillars in the options section. Then when you go to type your content idea in the first column, you can see that it opens up to its own page where you can then brain dump your ideas, such as your hooks for the video, your video caption, and anything else that you wish. So as you can see, Notion can really make organizing your content and partnerships a lot more convenient and streamlined, rather than trying to keep track in things like emails or your phone notes. It's honestly been helping me stay a lot more organized with my content creation, as well as my brand and UGC deals. Again, if you want to stay more organized and want a done for you UGC dashboard, I'll leave the link to the one that I've created for you in the description below for you to check out. And if you found this video useful, be sure to like it, subscribe, and hit the bell so you always know when I drop another video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.